Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Space. So guys, in today's video we are going to cover Kaspa, its recent price action, and of course on the top of that we are going to cover Kaspa's holders and a couple of interesting charts for BTC as well as for altcoins. I'm pretty sure that this is the type of video that you don't want to miss out. Guys, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and a quick disclaimer that this video is not financial advice, alright? So first of all, looking at bubbles, alright, we are pulling back and this is just a short term, but obviously it doesn't really look juicy, right? We are dipping a little bit. Bread, Pepe down around 10%, Bonk as well, but that's obviously something normal with meme coins, right? It all depends, you know, what kind of plan you have investing into memes. We are still early, I believe. But now let's have a look at Kaspa's dashboard, right? So if it comes to the price of Kaspa, we are dipping 3.9% on a daily. Volume is sitting at 51 million USD. Market cap is sitting at 3.9 billion. If it comes to ranking, we are still at number 23, but I believe that this is going to change this cycle. Now, the current reward is sitting at 98. The next reward is going to be 92. Next reduction is scheduled in 23 days, and the hash rate is sitting at 388 petahash per second. All-time highs are sitting at 417 petahash per second. Kaspa's network is becoming stronger and stronger, and obviously that's something that we would like to see, okay? Now, looking at the addresses holding over 10k, we have seen an increase of 210 new holders in the last 48 hours. Of course, at the time of recording this video, if it comes to 100k, we are sitting at 40 new holders, so that's great. And now if it comes to 1 million, 10 million and 100 million, we have no changes whatsoever. And now let's have a look at Kaspa's chart. All right, so there is a 4-hourly chart, and before we are even going to start, let me actually delete this cap and handle, okay, to make this chart looks a little bit more clear. And now guys, on a 4-hourly time frame, let's have a look what happened on a 4-hourly time frame. So looks like on a 4-hourly time frame, according to the margin ribbon, we are dipping into that red zone, okay? Stochastic RSI is telling us potentially different story. Potentially we might gonna flip towards the upside. And now let's have a look at 2-hourly. So as you guys can see on a 2-hourly, that momentum is shifting towards the upside, so that potentially can flip into green. Well, hopefully, let's see in coming hours and of course by tomorrow. Now looking at the daily time frame for Kaspa, this is what's basically, you know, brewing for Kaspa. We are experiencing that bearish cross. Let me get rid of that ribbon. Okay, we are experiencing that bearish cross if it comes to stochastic RSI. Nevertheless, I believe that, you know, this is nothing because we are still in that oversold area for Kaspa, okay? So if you ask me, not a financial advice, of course, that is just what I'm thinking, that will be probably better time to purchase some Kaspa instead of, you know, waiting till Kaspa is going to see all-time highs of 20% towards the upside. Now guys, let's have a look at the weekly and let's see how things are looking at from the weekly perspective. That's something that I have covered yesterday. Nevertheless, this is something for us to, you know, remind ourselves about, right? Kaspa is a long-term hold, okay? It is a proof of work type of a coin, and you know, everything is going according to the plan. So as I was mentioned on yesterday's update, I do anticipate this level for Kaspa in coming days, weeks. Who really knows when this thing is actually going to move, but I believe that this is, you know, yet to come. And again, this is going to go according to the plan if it comes to the rainbow, guys. All right, now let's have a look at a couple of interesting metrics, okay, because that's also important in my opinion. So first of all, German government sent 2,700 more Bitcoin worth 155 million to exchanges, and they are now left with less than 6,400 BTC to hold, okay? Now guys, on the flip side, after the UK sold its gold between 1999 and 2002, the price of gold went up 600%. Germany selling billions in Bitcoin will become an even bigger regret. Wrecked. Guys, let's see how this is going to play out, but I do hope that, you know, they are going to regret this, okay? Because this is what they deserve, to be honest with you. But whatever, who cares about German government, right? Now, Yoda is saying that Bitcoin is still looking bullish even after the aggressive selling by German government. They are getting ready to sell their last 10,000 BTC just before the bull run. Now, guys, even if we are going to dip lower, okay, towards this trend line that leads us back to bounce and switch from bear to bull cycle, that is still going to be a bullish price action for BTC. I know it looks very painful on a short time frame. Nevertheless, if we are going to look at that weekly time frame, things are still okay. We are still in that uptrend channel for BTC. Shout out to Mickey Bull Crypto, and this is a daily chart for BTC. He's saying that Bitcoin next point is 70k to complete the bullish megaphone pattern with a price target of $90,000. It's going to be a bumpy ride to the mentioned targets. Exactly, guys. You know, it's not going to go in straight up line. Nevertheless, I believe as well as Mickey Bull Crypto that this is actually going to happen, right? So let's have a look at RSI. Okay, so RSI is showing us that bullish divergence and, you know, bounce towards the upside for BTC, and bullish trend, bullish megaphone for BTC, obviously. And now, guys, that bullish flag, bullish megaphone, however you want to call it, is obviously a bullish pattern, which is going to send Bitcoin towards the upside at some point. Now, shout out to Crypto Prof, and this is a 3-daily chart for BTC. So he's saying that bullish PO3 on BTC is, you know, still in action. We've seen something like this before. So we've got this zone accumulation. Obviously, that's something that I've mentioned on the channel. We are in this whack of reaccumulation zone at the moment. That huge dip, aka manipulation, and now we should experience a distribution. Okay, now shout out to the Scalping Pro, and he's saying that you shouldn't get shaken out. So let's have a look, what is he talking about by looking at his charts. All right, this is USDT dominance here on the top, right? And let's say if we are going to go towards the upside for BTC, and then probably we are going to get rejected from that support, well, before support, now resistance, and then probably we are going to see the dump. Okay, and that potentially could send Bitcoin to this price of that support that leads us back to the bottom of this cycle. Okay, so if that is going to happen, in my opinion, that is still bullish uptrend. Okay, just like, you know, on Yoda's chart. Okay, nevertheless, guys, once we are going to experience that, obviously, I don't know if that's going to happen. Nobody really knows, but if it would, that would be a beautiful opportunity. In my opinion, of course, you do what you want with your money, but that would be the best opportunity to scoop up some more crypto and then wait for that proper bounce. Okay, so we do have two possible scenarios, right? We either are going to experience more pain or more upside. Okay, let's see what's going to happen in coming days. And now shout out to Titan of Crypto, and this is a chart of Bitcoin dominance on a weekly. He's saying that the breakout of the rising wedge on Bitcoin dominance is confirmed. After weeks of corrections, this could be the time for alts to recover and more. Guys, so this could be it, right? If Bitcoin's dominance is going to drop and altcoins are actually going to thrive and are going to see some push towards the upside. And speaking about altcoins, guys, first of all, shout out to Crypto Prof, and this is a total crypto market cap that is excluding Bitcoin on a 2-weekly chart. It's a boring market, but not for long, he's saying. So let's have a look. Okay, we know that inverse head and shoulder pattern is a bullish pattern. Okay, but please remember that this is a 2-weekly chart, meaning every single candle is representing 2 weeks in here. Okay, so guys, this is going to take a while. Okay, nevertheless, this is very bullish in my personal opinion, of course. Another chart, and this is crypto total market cap that is excluding Bitcoin on a daily chart. Okay, BTC recently re-entered the reload zone area where professionals like to buy. Probably one of the last good opportunities to get exposed to alts at these prices this cycle. Guys, so we have dipped to that zone 68.6 Fibonacci, okay, and this is great. Okay, obviously the candles, you know, dipped to 61.8. Nevertheless, wicks went towards this zone. Okay, so we could potentially experience that bounce towards the upside now, and the target is 1.4 trillion USD. Okay, so this is going to be a huge pump. Okay, so make sure that you're ready for this. And yes, I know it might look very boring, but usually these boring times are calm before the storm. And now, guys, our lean is saying that bull run begins. All right, so let's have a look at the first cycle, 2011-2013. Okay, we had bear consolidation, and then we had the proper bull cycle, right? Same as in 2014-2017, bear consolidation, bull cycle, 2018-2021, exactly the same pattern. And now 2022-2025. okay, this is where we are at. And obviously everybody was so happy, right? Because Bitcoin and alts, you know, we went up massively aggressively, but ETF inflows actually help us to get there a little bit too early. So this pullback, you know, that we are experiencing is normal in my opinion, but after that we still have a huge window for BTC and altcoins to grow like crazy. And now guys, very important chart, so make sure that you pay attention, right? So Prof is saying that most of you might not know it, but the Russell 2000 and Bitcoin's price action have always been highly correlated. If RUT rises, so does BTC. RUT is currently trying to break through strong resistance from 2021 to the upside. Probably nothing. Guys, let's compare these price actions, all right? So 2012, okay, so this is basically what happened for BTC, right, in 2012, okay? It's almost identical, guys, all right? Then we had this boring price action here for both of these charts, and then Russell, right, upward movement, just like Bitcoin, all right? Then relief rally in 2019, just like for Russell as well, okay? Then we had 2020, 2021, right? This is the cycle that we have experienced, and now this is what we are experiencing for Russell, okay? And now once Russell is going to break through this level of support, we could see a huge pump for BTC. Ladies and gents, make sure that you don't get shaken out by lizard people, and I wish you having a great day. Peace and love, crypto.